And there we did have a jam up. So when things like this happen, I'm happy to show it to you with a 1 ounce load. So I'll step it up with 1 1/8 ounce loads. The shells we're using now are B&P F2 Legends, 1 1/8 ounce. I believe they're around 1,230 foot per second loads. So excellent dove load, excellent clays load. Let's see how they do. They're also pretty blue. Now I wouldn't anticipate any malfunctions whatsoever with 1 1/8 ounce loads, but we'll see. And there is a jam. So I don't like that. This is not a new in the box gun. This is a demo gun. So the notions of break-in and things like that pretty much go out the window. But the F2s are a quality shell, and there really shouldn't be any function issues. Another one. So that's the problem. The recoil is a little stiffer as opposed to a gas gun. But I don't like these jam ups, and I don't think anybody else would. Certainly shouldn't do that with 1 1/8 ounce, 1,230 foot per second loads. So we'll see how this old B80, which has been to Argentina and about everywhere else that I've shot forever, we'll see how it does with the same loads. Excellent ejection. Excellent ejection with the B80. It's kicking them out, 9 feet perhaps. Nice little pile of them. Better ejection with the B80. Better ejection with the B80 than with the Xanthos. We'll take a few more. It's a heavier gun. It's a gas gun. A steel receiver B80 is comparatively extremely soft shooting. No problem with the B80, as you can imagine. So I'll give it a few more shots with the Xanthos, but based on what I'm doing so far, I can't say the Xanthos is reliable. It's not reliable enough for my taste, and that's a problem. This time we're using Federal Premium Gold Medal loads. These are 1 1/8 ounce, 1145 feet per second. So really, if a gun won't function properly with a shell like this, I think it's fair to say we've got problems. But let's give it another go. Again, another jam, and this is with a different brand the third brand of shell. So we're about ready to flunk the Xanthos, not because it isn't a beautiful gun. It is a beautiful gun, but on the basis of reliability. With a gun that's a demo gun that's been well broken in, I'm not going to be able to recommend it, I'm afraid. So it's a mixed bag. This is a sample of one, so I certainly can't say they all have reliability problems. But even though it's a beautiful gun, beautifully machined, and there's a lot of things I do like about it, when you're talking about 3 different types of excellent quality factory ammo, and you get multiple malfunctions with each, it's just not an autoloader that I can possibly recommend. You can sand up the brass friction piece if you want, and you can overlube the magazine tube. But as a generalization, these guns are designed for what was the standard 12 gauge load forever, 1 1/8 ounce. You'll notice there's a big, thick, substantial machined piece of metal here, not a thin stamping that'll cut your fingers or stab your fingers. I mean, these guns are built. The speed loading is terrific. The trigger is terrific. But slow 1 ounce loads, you might have ejection problems. Like that. No recoil, of course, but you do have ejection problems. As long as you stick with 1 1/8 ounce loads, you can shoot this thing all day and all night. In a recoil operated gun, payload is the most important. These are Federal Gold Label target loads. They are soft shooting. They're 1145 feet per second. But payload means a lot as far as function, and you'll see that right now. The A5 cycles faster than most autoloaders made today. I mean, it just does a beautiful job. There isn't much recoil. In fact, there's no recoil pad because A5s just don't need it. So if you want a trouble-free A5, you stick with 1 1/8 ounce loads, even slower loads like these that are 1145 feet per second. And for pheasants, change your friction array just like the manual says, and you're good to go. 1 1/4 ounce, 1 3/8 ounce, 1 1/4 1330 feet per second is standard. And of course, the question is, will it break clays? Not much problem with that. The 16 gauges, particularly the Sweet 16 and the light 20s, particularly the A5 Mag 20, those command a premium on the used market. But 12 gauges, not so much. Steel shot took care of the usefulness of the 2 3/4 inch chamber. So if you're going to use lead shot or Kent tungsten matrix, something like that, A5s are as good as ever, and an A5 with a modified choke does an awful lot. My great-grandfather and my grandfather, that's what they used all their lives. In fact, Grandpa, Earl Wakeman, the only gun he ever had was a Belgium A5 Light 12. So anyway, let's break a few more clays, but A5s they're comfortable to shoot as far as I'm concerned. You've got a massive spring here that's taking up all the recoil. Light 12s don't have a recoil pad. They don't need it. It's hard as a rock, but your spring is taking up all the action, and they break clays.